So thank you guys for coming. My name is Ben Enke. I am the director of this Star Wars fan film, The Recompense, but I want to introduce you to a lot of people who've been doing a core amount of the work so far in this film. In order, Brent Duncan, our cinematographer, Conrad Flemming, who does pretty much everything you can possibly think of on film, Darla Edin, our special effects makeup artist, Briana Rose Lee, our assistant director and casting director, and then two of our main actors, Matt Roy, Analiese Miller. So last year, a couple of us did a panel here for a different show, and we made the mistake of showing two different panels. And so
I'm so easily.
You guys have to compete with that. So.
Yeah. And so.
Come on, let's everybody move it up quick. Woo!
Yay! Yeah. All right, so we're going to show you some footage right away. This is going to be from our pitch video. We are launching a crowdfunder campaign tomorrow, which is May the 4th, which I hope all of you know why we're doing that. And so this is going to be footage for our pitch video, and yeah, let's roll it.
Green, wake up! Green, fire up the ship! Green!
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Ben.
And my name is Conrad.
And we're making a Star Wars movie.
A noir-style Star Wars movie.
We're really trying to make a movie that takes a lot of inspiration from the movies we love most, which is the original trilogy.
Yep, and the movie will be taking place between episodes 4 and 5.
One of the things we love about the original trilogy is how lovable those characters are. Han Solo and Luke Skywalker and Chewbacca, and you just fall in love with these characters, and that's something that we really want to bring to this story with this awesome script that's been written as well.
Yeah, and our characters will be relatable. You will understand them and know them. They're not going to be doing things that people just do in the Star Wars galaxy. These are things that happen to people in real life every day.
And what a great cast and crew we have on this so far. Just phenomenal. Everyone from our concept artist, our makeup artist, our cinematography team, our sound department team, composer is fantastic. Everyone we've brought on board this project, they're not only filmmakers, but they're giant Star Wars fans too. And that's really what it takes to pull something like this off. I mean, look at this set. This set is fantastic. We've already got this. We've got a great costume here. We've got props that are being made for it as well. So much has gone into this already, but there's still so much left to do.
A lot left to do. We want to have live action sets. We don't want to film just against green screen. We don't want to have just CG backgrounds. And I don't think you want it either. What everyone wants is to see Star Wars, the Star Wars universe, be real, tangible, something you can feel and touch and look at and interact with. And that's what we're doing for our major set. And it will be completely modular.
We're trying to bring something totally unique that you haven't seen in Star Wars yet. And so we're taking a little bit of the visual style from Blade Runner and putting it into this movie. There's going to be harsh shadows. It's going to be raining all the time on this planet, and it's going to be something that we really haven't seen in Star Wars yet. And we're bringing in the first ever live action Bothan that you'll ever see in the Star Wars universe, which is going to be incredible. And the prosthetics work that goes into it, the work that our makeup team is putting into it, and our actor who's portraying that Bothan actually in that prosthetic and being that Bothan. I can't even think about it right now. It's going to be absolutely insane. What else is there? People like to eat, which I think is weird, but people like to eat, so we're going to give them food to consume. This location is a bit of a drive for most people, and so we're going to try and provide some transportation and lodging for people to stay. What else?
What else? Well, we really need the budget for the post effects too. We want the best sound in this, and the sound and the visual effects and the look and the grade and the lighting of a movie can make or break a film. It can either immerse you in a movie or it can pull you out of it. And that is incredibly important to us. We want to make a movie that everyone can enjoy.
Because Star Wars is for everyone.
Star Wars is for everyone.
So if you guys have liked what you've seen so far, or you guys have liked what we've shown you so far, check out our page below, see if there's anything you like, spread the word on Facebook and Twitter and social media and all those things you guys use. And we hope we can help make this movie. So thanks for watching, guys.
And may the Force be with you.
So just so all of you have some context, a lot of what you saw there as far as the visual effects, pretty much a lot of that has been worked on pretty steadily for the last week by this man right there. And they were up fairly late last night finishing that. And so that was the first time anyone except really those two has really seen it. It was the first time I saw it too. But obviously, so that's a video for our Kickstarter campaign, which is going tomorrow. But we don't really want to talk about that. We want to talk about the production of this film, and I think that's our
Me? Yeah. Do I sit here or do I go to the
It's okay.
Okay.
You can use the mic if you want.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
So this whole thing came about. Ben came over to my place, and I live out in the middle of nowhere. I'm Mr. Nobody, in the middle of nowhere. And Ben comes up to visit me and says he wants to make a movie. He wants to make a 10-minute movie. I said, sure. And then I wrote a script, 10-minute script, and then I realized it was missing a femme fatale because this is a noir film, right? So I had a femme fatale. All of a sudden, the script went through. I'm just going to skip forward. It's at its 6th draft now. It was at 5 drafts, and now it's about 45 minutes long. So we're going to make we're going to make 3 15-minute films to be released to you guys online, so you guys, everybody can see it. You don't have to be special. So that's where it started. And then I started immediately building a spaceship in my garage, starting in August. And it's still not completely finished, but you guys got to see it. It's on wheels. That's about as much as it actually flies, but we're bringing it to life with visual effects. And I went to school for visual effects. Actually, I'm a visual effects school dropout. I didn't finish school. Yeah, so stay in school as kids. But yeah, so I've been working on this movie, putting almost every paycheck of mine into it, and I'm not regretting a single moment of it. I love Star Wars. I'm sure if you guys are here, you love Star Wars too, right? No? Yeah. So I'll move the mic on to somebody else.
Yeah, and I'll add something a little there. Really what we wanted to do is make a fan film that was quite different than ones we've seen. We see a lot of ones online that they're made by fans and they're great, but usually it's a lightsaber battle between 2 guys in the forest, and we just wanted to go something different. And we wanted to see what filmmakers could do with Star Wars. And
Yeah.
so far, at least I'm pretty impressed by what you're getting.
One thing we wanted to do with this is we wanted to create a story that can be told in any genre, anywhere. So this could be told in a Western, it could be told in a drama, in any kind of environment the story could be told. And it's just great that it was able to fit into the Star Wars universe, because I've been in love with Star Wars since I was born. So, yeah.
Cinematographer, right? Tell us how we're shooting this one.
Hi. So, when Ben and Conrad approached me about this, they pitched the idea of Star Wars Empire Strikes Back meets Blade Runner. And I immediately said yes. It was clear from the get-go that they wanted us to take our time to get the shots perfect. We're doing a lot of techniques that are old Hollywood, and by old Hollywood I mean right now there's only currently one person in Hollywood that even knows how to do some of these techniques anymore. I had to do massive amounts of research to find out how to pull them off. One thing that was also very clear is that if we needed to take half the day to set up to get the shot perfect, that was okay. And I was not interested in doing a run and gun setup, which unfortunately a lot of indie films and a lot of fan films of any genre are run and gun, because you don't have a lot of budget, if you have any, and you don't have a lot of time. Everybody's working for free, so you want to get through it as fast as possible. And everybody on this was just dead set on, let's do it right. Let's take our time, get every shot as perfect as we can possibly get it before we move on to the next setup. And I think the work speaks for itself, because it looks beautiful. I love Ben Enke.
Darla.
Hi, I'm Darla. I'm doing the makeup and special effects makeup for film. The biggest thing, and this is what Ben and Conrad approached me with, is that they want to bring Authen to life for the first time in live action Star Wars films. It's been used in the animated series, I believe. But basically they wanted to take a character that is talked about, referred to in the comics and in the animated series, but actually, you know, put a person inside of it and get some real live action stuff. And so that's my biggest job, is creating the prosthetics that will turn our actor into Authen. So I've been putting time in, you know, in this past month doing some sculpting for that particular makeup, and probably sometime in the next couple of weeks we'll be doing our first makeup test with that character. And when we're happy with that, then we have another character to work on too. There's a second character with some pretty major prosthetic makeup involved. So I'll be prepping all that. And then for the actual shoot, besides just the two main prosthetic characters, then there'll also be daily makeup on these lovely people at the end of the table. And we're also going to have days where we've got a bunch of extras on set, and we might be turning some people into aliens. So I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
Bree.
Hi, I'm Briana. I'm the assistant director, and I helped out with the casting as well for this project. I feel like my job is something that people don't really understand unless they work in film, so I kind of will just say what I do, more on general sense. I'm going to be the one that basically is keeping everyone on track, schedules, and I'm going to be going through and figuring out what shots we're going to do on what day, what we can put together. So if there's two scenes that take place in the same place, but they're at opposite ends of the script, I would put those close together so we can stay with the same setup for continuity for the film itself. I kind of do all the paperwork, so I'm kind of the person that,
We would be lost without you. That's pretty much what it is.
It's one of the most
You're
thankless,
so integral.
one of the most thankless jobs in the film industry.
Well, thank you. I'm happy I actually get to do a panel. This is really exciting for me. Huge Star Wars fan. I'm actually just really excited to get to work with these guys. Ben and I actually went to college together, so anytime I get to work with Ben, it's really fun. Just because we've known each other for a long time, and I met Brent like probably 2.5 years ago, and then Conrad recently met you a while ago. So I feel like we just have like a really good team that we've all at least worked together before, and I'm just excited we all are kind of able to do like a big project that we're all like super passionate about, and we're all excited. So.
And Briana also helped with our casting.
These two lovely people.
Which will introduce me to you two. Matt, not really.
Hi. Hi, I'm Matt Roy. I played Jahdo Kyn, this is way too awkward. I played Jahdo Kyn, the lead, bounty hunter, searching for 2 characters. I think, well, my involvement, I feel, happened very early on, and it started with a Chewbacca ringtone. I was out at Conrad's house talking about another project, and my phone went off. It was a Chewbacca ringtone, and Conrad started telling me about the project, and I was very interested, especially with the noir feel that this film has. I'm a big fan of Blade Runner and Star Wars, so my interest was definitely piqued at that point, and then I went in for 2 different auditions, and here I am. Yeah. I'm super excited about this. We have a huge Kickstarter launch party tomorrow where I get to put on Jahdo's costume and walk around without rain on me for once.
We tried to blow you up too.
Yes, yes. That's where I found out that Jesus is not in the Star Wars universe. So I'm excited about this whole process and a lot of the special effects and this set that we're going to be working on in the rain most of the time, all of the time, most of the time. So yeah, please check out our Kickstarter page, and we'll have more videos on there at some point. I'm stoked.
Well, thanks so much. I'm Analiese Miller, and I'll be playing Aisha Lefu. She is from a corner of the galaxy that is mentioned maybe once that I've found in my research in the original Star Wars.
It's that obscure, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how much we delved into our research for this movie.
She's Silesian, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I guess one thing I could mention that hasn't been touched on yet is how impressed I was. You know, as an actor, if you're not involved in the production, and I've crossed paths with pretty much everyone. Darla I just met for the first time a couple days ago. But, you know, we're in the same community here in town, and we run into each other on set. Matt and I, this is our first time working together, which we're both really excited about. So my first impression of the project was through the script. And as an actor, when you go into an audition, you're often given a page or 2 of dialogue at most. But even from that first page, I knew it was something I really wanted to do. This character is unusual in that she kind of marches to the beat of her own drum. And that's something that's really exciting. For me, I know a lot of the other women who audition were looking forward to that opportunity as well. It's kind of a rare privilege to not be motivated as a character by another character in the story, or you know, to be given kind of a role of caregiver or girlfriend or that kind of thing. So she's a really empowered female character, marching to the beat of her own drum. And I can't wait to get started. And another thing I really like about the script too is that, as they mentioned, it takes place in the Star Wars universe, but it could take place in any other galaxy, I guess. So, for instance, I was reading over the script again front to back last week in preparation for this and for the Kickstarter. And with all of the turmoil going on in the country right now, it just really resonated with me, and there are a few lines that I can't wait to say. And I might get a little teary. So it's got a lot of heart, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And people should be able to connect to it on a number of different levels. And it looks awesome.
Yeah, at our core, we wanted to make a story that was very central to the characters of the films. And like I said in the pitch video, in the original trilogy, really what you love about it, it's cool and it's fun, but you have awesome characters, and you really love Luke and Leia and Vader and all of those characters. And that's something we felt was missing from a lot of fan films. It's missing from the prequels in a way, depending on how you feel about the prequel movies. And I think we're going to see that starting to come back with Abrams' new Star Wars, and that's something we really wanted to stress with this film, is that it really is about characters, and that's where it starts. It comes from a good script, it goes into good, the making of the film starts with the script. It goes into production design and makeup and cinematography and the sound and the music, which is fantastic. Our concept artist, I haven't met our concept artist, I've really talked to him, but he was awesome when he saw that video too. And so I mean, it's a massive, massive collaboration, and I think we're all, it seems like we're all kind of feeding off of each other's own creative energies, and I think that's what's going to make a good team.
Yeah, I think that one thing that really draws me to the story or the script are the characters relatable, and I definitely reading through this as many times as I have. Jahdo and his situation that he's in is definitely a relatable story. I think we've all been in, like, his kind of circumstance before comedy. What I should do and what I want to do. And there's a lot of that going on in this story. So, yeah, I just wanted to piggyback off that.
Cameron, do you want to talk about the set you made?
Because it's kind of
Because
awesome.
it's an integral part of this movie right now.
So the set right now is actually my office because it's not being filmed in right now, so I kind of took it over because I do agree. What?
We're going to fall back to a wide shot of the set.
Oh,
all right.
There were probably about 3 of us, main people who actually worked on the set, and we just dumpster dived and got free junk from people, and anything that looked weird or a little off, we threw into the ship. And we were going definitely for the classic Star Wars look, not something new, but we also wanted to make it look like a hunk of junk. This Jahdo is constantly upgrading his ship. He's actually integrating a droid into the ship, and that's where the movie does have a little bit of the prequel influence into it, is because he's actually integrating a droid, a vulture droid from the prequel movies, old Clone Wars vet, and he's just a grumpy, surly old droid, and they argue a lot. But he was a last-minute addition to the script, actually. He just went into the last draft of the script. I'm trying not to add anything more to the script and stress these guys out.
But
We'll see by the 9th draft.
There's still time.
You look at it, it's so reminiscent of things like the Falcon and stuff. It's so cool, and it's Matt and you had experience shooting in it now.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
Oh, the shooting in the script, or in the set. It was awesome. I mean, there's a lot of buttons, so you have to figure out what you're going to do with each button and what that represents. I'm not going to lie, I think I kind of struggle with it.
Yeah.
You walk into this thing and it's just like, wow, there's a lot of buttons. What's this one do? What's this one do? So it's definitely spending time, because this is Jahdo's ship. You want to make sure that everything that he does means something. So I think, all the time that these guys have spent and working with it, I want to make sure that I represent the character and the ship the way it should be in the story. So
She definitely has her own personality. The ship is a main character in the movie.
yeah, and then Bree, the droid, he is definitely a surly prick sometimes. I get to do a lot of talking to him, which is fun. It's kind of the relationship that, you know, Chewbacca and Han kind of have together.
So like Brent said, we're trying to make a movie that kind of goes back to the way that the original Star Wars were made, by building sets and practical special effects, people in actual prosthetics and makeup, different squids and things like that, trying not to rely on green screen. We actually dabbled in rear projection a little bit for some of it, which is what they did in Oblivion and Interstellar. Their scenes outside their ships are rear projections, so the actors actually have something to act against. That they don't just have to guess what's in it on the green screen, which is really cool. And it's just a bunch of different old school techniques to tell the story the best way we can. And I think they'll still come off better than cheaper CGI would. Is there anything else you guys want to say about anything?
Bring on
Questions?
Yeah.
Questions?
Please ask them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff we can talk about.
I really enjoyed seeing that movie that you all the old school techniques. I really loved the original Star Wars trilogy. The new ones, not so much.
That's always
100% on that. So I'm excited to see Jahdo Kyn, J.J. Abrams' new take on Star Wars. So my question is, droid, does he have a name? And the second question is, Anthony David Daniels, how do you plan to make the droid? Are my questions clear? So do you have a name for the droid, and how do you plan to make the droid? Was it like Anthony Daniels?
The great thing about the droid is he's kind of like a disembodied voice. He's integrated completely into the ship. So he's his name's GR33. Jahdo calls him Gree. And he's constantly upgrading his systems, trying to he's plugged into the hyperdrive, he's plugged in, he's plugged into the weapon systems, which is actually illegal. He's pretty much integrated into all the systems, but it doesn't always work right because there's not always an adapter for everything. So things kind of pop and explode and spark, and yeah, there's sometimes a lot of issues with integrating an old Clone Wars droid into an even older ship.
He's got an attitude.
No, he's got a huge attitude. And the only reason Jahdo hasn't erased his memory is because he likes to listen to his old war stories.
On those long flights.
Oh, the CG. What? Oh, Gree, you'll never really see Gree. He's like the processor in your computer, essentially.
Okay.
But there will be droids in the movie. They'll be wandering around.
Oh, all right, I have one more question. Will it be captioned?
Now it will be, yes.
We had a question somewhere back here. Yeah.
Well, with everything that's going on in the universe around the main character, will we be seeing the characters dealing with the consequences that the actual Star Wars movies are doing? So if an explosion in the Death Star, will we be seeing them dealing with type regulations, or basically the stormtroopers are cracking down, or since it's more noir, it's become darker than anything else?
That is a very good question. Yes, that's awesome. And yes, all those subjects are actually dealt with in the script. Just some of them are throwaway lines, and some of them are, one of the questions you just asked is actually an in-depth discussion between two of the characters during the movie. Don't worry though, it won't get boring. There's plenty of action, there's a lot of stuff going on, so. But it's not hard to keep track of.
And there will be storm rivers, lots of storm rivers.
Yeah.
No lightsabers.
I'm sorry about
In case
that.
you guys didn't see that.
There will be an awesome sword fight though, and Analiese is one of the sword fighters in the sword fight. Vibroblades, yes. So
Another thing.
And lots of blasters.
lots of blasters, and a really cool custom blaster that Analiese uses too. It's Aisha's blast. She's just freaking cool all the way around. When I create characters like Aisha Lefu, I have a teenage daughter, and I want her to relate to the character as well. So it's really important to me for my daughter to want to be like the female characters in the movies. Not like, she's not a damsel in distress. She's not, men aren't the all-important encompassing thing in her life. It's, she has her own agenda, and that's very important to her.
Other questions? Yeah.
I have a question. You guys filmed in the Northrop parking lot? What happened with that? At the Northrop King parking lot? Is that not right, or is that actually happening?
No, we never. We're filming on a ranch.
Oh, because I happened to play a game and I was outside on my phone and somebody was filming. It looked like your guys' film. And with the sword fight and everything. And I was like, oh, are you guys filming in Northrop? Maybe a company.
I shot a film in Northrop recently, like in the last month. I shot a film. Maybe we could see me there.
Well, I mean, I saw filming, and I mean, it was near that parking lot, and so I guess I didn't know what it was. I didn't think to ask, but, and now they're saying, well, now you have to memorize all their faces. And
One thing I want to make really clear is we are not competing with other fan films. That, if anything, we're all part of the same community. So we all support each other. And you had a question back there?
What planet or this place will the story be taking?
Okay.
Or Mantel.
Yep. So there you go. Now you kind of got the idea of what's going on here.
And our flyer here, based on dialogue spoken in the Empire Strikes Back, the line that Han Solo says to Leia in the Hoth base of the bounty hunter we ran into on Old Mantel changed my mind. That's loosely based on, or we're basing this story loosely on that line. Sorry.
No, there's no secrets.
Well, come on.
Some secrets.
There's secrets.
Yeah, I gave you guys the whole script. I mean, you can read it at this point. So.
So you might see how to I'm not saying.
We're still in talks with Harrison.
How to make it other questions? Yeah?
Can you talk about some of the props you have and the costume?
Oh, yeah. You made them? Oh, okay.
I didn't. Okay. Well, I feel like I'm answering a lot of questions here. Can I move this over to Matt? Matt's been wearing the costumes and playing with the props, so yeah, they're for him.
Well,
Yeah, Lewis.
A lot of it's homemade, as far as I know. The gun holster, the jumpsuit, the overcoat, it's all made in Louise's apartment. I think we're working on getting some actual metal plates put onto the wardrobe, and but as far as wearing it goes, I feel kind of badass. It's fun to be to look at the character and some of the concept art, but once you put on that costume, you are Jahdo Kyn. I am Jahdo Kyn. And I think that's very important for getting into character, and especially working on this project and being on the ship. You know, every little piece of the wardrobe really represents something to this character. So I'm interested to see where the wardrobe really goes. I know there's still a lot left to do with it.
Yeah, it's a never-ending story, that's for sure. Everything is getting upgraded and fixed, and I fixed the holster, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, I took out my sewing needle and I fixed your holster.
Other questions?
Horseshoes, though.
He does.
Yeah.
Matt?
Will there be ship fighting? So what's the name of your ship? And will you have sort of a dog fight?
All the great questions are coming from right here. The name of the ship is actually part of the script, and it's kind of a big reveal. I don't know if that's one that I really want to give away. I'm giving it away right now.
We do have dogfights, yes.
Yes, there are dogfights.
There will be
There's
dogfights.
2 of them, actually. Yep.
There might be some fights within the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There may have already been a dogfight shot. In fact, one of the release videos we plan on releasing down the road throughout the campaign is a very, very cool dogfight.
So, yeah. Hope I answered that.
And he also wanted to know your ship's name there, good sir.
I can't
Say it.
The Greasy Minoc.
I like it.
At least to start.
Yes.
Anything else?
Yeah. Question? So you just answered the question. You said the dog fights, you're going to have that. What about a Wookiee fight?
I'm hoping that in the 7th draft, there will be a Wookiee fight.
Come on.
I think other than the stormtroopers and some of the other characters, we're trying to stay kind of in our own universe within the Star Wars universe.
I can jump in and say they have not asked me to make a movie. Yes.
Yes.
You know that Conrad guy. Yeah. Let's do yours.
Paper, rock, scissors.
We'll do yours and then yours.
It'd be Boston's died making of this
Not yet.
That's in the next draft.
Can you say what you just said again?
It'd be Boston's died making of this film.
And it's funny you mention that because that's the other line that we're using for the movie from tie everything together. Yeah, it's a reference point.
Maybe the sequel. Yeah.
It says on the plan that you, in this Iowa First Midwestern unit, how much of them did you use in the movie? Or like, how willing were they to help you with this film?
I'm sorry, what was the
Oh yeah, Iowa First helping you out. How willing were they to help you with the film?
Yeah, so we haven't had an opportunity to use them in our film yet, mostly because a lot of the stuff we wanted to do for this, we didn't need stormtroopers or things like that. But I can say they're incredibly supportive. They're fantastic to work with. Our contact there, he's a great guy. And I know they're excited about it. I know they're excited about the opportunity to do something like this.
I actually talked with him yesterday in the con, and he instantly knew what I was talking about. He was like, oh yeah, I sat down with him, had a great meeting, you know. We're so excited to be a part of it, and they are fully supportive.
They vetted
I
us.
love the ship, I just want to see the ship.
They vetted us pretty hardcore. I think they've been involved in a lot of fan films that haven't turned out to be quite great. And so when we met with them, he told us, I researched you guys quite thoroughly to make sure you guys were legit. And that's how we got to meet them. And I think they've been pretty impressed with what we've done so far.
I'll jump in a little on that as well. I was really excited to hear that the Fiveverse is going to be involved because with any Star Wars film, there's so many characters to consider, and since we have two major characters that are going to have pretty significant prosthetic appliances, I was worried about, are we going to be making a bunch of background aliens? Are we making a bunch of stormtrooper suits? So I was really excited to find out that they're excited to be involved because it makes it so that I can focus my time and my focus on the very specific characters that we are creating, and then they'll be able to just kind of round out the universe, which I think is awesome.
One last question. If someone has
Any new characters? From the films, any books, any new characters that you'd like to disclose?
Well, we're hoping our characters can become first someday.
I am looking forward to coming back to ComicCon and seeing young girls dressed up as Aisha.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming. If you guys like, this, you've got our information on here. So just keep up with us, follow us, share us, spread the word. Thanks, guys.
We can answer the questions on there too, so go ahead and ask.
Thank you.
Guys.